If you're over 50 and your breakfast is just toast and coffee, this could be exactly why you're feeling tired, gaining belly fat, or losing muscle, because you're missing the most important muscle building window of your day. To keep your metabolism strong and prevent that mid-morning crash, your body needs about 30 grams of protein before 10 a.m. And most women, they're getting maybe 10, maybe 15, and it's just not enough anymore. Today I'm going to show you 2 simple, delicious, fearless breakfasts that hit that 30-gram mark and actually keep you full for hours. Hi, I'm Sherry from Fearless Over 50, where we help women build strong, energized, and confident bodies through simple habits around food, fitness, mindset, and sleep and recovery. And this, right here, your breakfast, is one of the most powerful habits you can change. Let's quickly talk about why this matters, because once you understand this, everything clicks. As we age, our bodies go through something called anabolic resistance. This means your body becomes less sensitive to protein. So the small amounts that used to work in your 30s and 40s don't flip the switch anymore. Think of it like this. Your muscles are waiting for a signal to repair, rebuild, and stay strong. And that signal, it's about 30 grams of high-quality protein in one meal. If you only eat 10 or 15 grams, you'll never fully turn that signal on. But when you hit that 30-gram threshold, you trigger something called muscle protein synthesis, which is your body's muscle building switch. And after 50, you have to intentionally turn that switch on with enough protein, especially in the morning. A high-protein breakfast helps you maintain lean muscle, support metabolism, reduce body fat, and stay strong as you age. And here's what my clients notice almost immediately: fewer cravings, more stable energy, better mood, and even improvements in hair and skin. Let me give you a real-life example. One of my clients, Jill, she's 60 years old, was in the habit of just drinking coffee in the morning, and maybe later having a small yogurt or even a muffin. When we looked at it, she was getting maybe 5 grams of protein total, if that. And she told me she had sugar cravings later in the day, low energy, and that late afternoon crash. Now, jumping straight to a 30-gram breakfast felt overwhelming to her. So we started simple. Just half a cup of Greek yogurt with berries and chia seeds. She said, "I can do that." Then over a couple of weeks, we gradually increased her portion and added a scoop of protein powder. Within a few weeks, Jill was consistently hitting that 30 grams of breakfast, and here's what she noticed. Her cravings disappeared, and her energy shot up dramatically, and that's exactly what we want for you. Simple, doable changes that create real results. This is why we say protein in the morning isn't optional after 50, it's foundational. Now for our first breakfast, we're going to make a Greek yogurt protein bowl. We want to start with 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt, which is about 20 grams of protein. Then we're going to add 1 scoop of protein powder. I use a plant-based protein powder, but whatever you feel you enjoy most, you could also use a whey protein powder. I have a 1/4 cup of berries, which can be fresh or frozen, and about a tablespoon of chia seeds. As you can see, I label my chia seeds in my cabinet. Now, you're easily hitting that 30 to 35 grams of protein. This is quick, creamy, and perfectly balanced with protein, fiber, and healthy fats. And the best part, it takes less than 3 minutes. For breakfast number 2, we have a high-protein smoothie. This is perfect for busy mornings or after your workout. We're going to include 1 scoop of protein powder, and again, I'm using a plant-based powder, 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk or milk of your choice, a handful of spinach. I freeze mine, it's easier to work with, frozen berries or half of a banana, and a tablespoon of almond butter. We're going to put that into a blender and blend till smooth. You get a complete, nutrient-dense breakfast that supports muscle, balances blood sugar, and keeps you full for hours. And this is one of the easiest ways to consistently hit your protein goal. So instead of that muffin and coffee cycle that spike your blood sugar and leave you hungry an hour later, these breakfasts stabilize your energy, reduce cravings, and support lean muscle, which is exactly what your body needs after 50. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 2 breakfasts would you try first? Comment below and let me know. Now, that's just one piece of the Fearless Over 50 method, because real results come from combining food, fitness, mindset, sleep and recovery. Watch this next video to learn more. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about fueling your body in a way that helps you feel strong, energized, and confident again. This is what being fearless over 50 is all about. And I'll see you in the next video.